Hello guys. Now to finish off this this video of the 4 coins I've just done and the inadvertent diversion of going on the coin club and looking for the definition of mint, proof, brilliant uncirculated and all the other sets which are brilliant uncirculated, but I'm sticking to this now. Yeah, now right, I'm doing away with that. Where's my pointer? Here it is. Do you see the difference between... I'm going to try and lessen the light. Oh, no, I know what else I was going to do before. I should have gone on here. But I will do it because it's going to be fairly short. Do you see the difference between that? There you go. That's it. Do you see the difference between this 9 and this 9? That is closer than this one. Now, I've been looking at this the wrong way. Because what we should be saying, or what I should be saying, I'm misleading you completely, is it's the engraver. Where I'm getting confused with sixes being used as 9s is like in the old days when they couldn't afford to throw coins away, and if there was an error they would just overstamp it with the desired number, if you like. This is an engraving issue, at least I think it is. I'm saying that and I'm still misleading you because I don't really know myself. And the only way you can do that is by logging these 9s, putting them in a list, and then if you're collecting coins and you're looking for errors, you need to compare the detailed, what you're seeing in detail, because modern coins shouldn't be like the old type coins, if you see what I mean. But I have to say, if I'm not mistaken, you can't take the 50p 99s as the same as a 10p 99 or 2p 99 because the design is different. I think I'm going to take you on a journey. Unfortunately, because I don't know how to do this. See, I know with the GoPros, even they're limited in time. I'm pretty sure. Was that an hour, 2 hours? Is that are they 2 hours instead of half an hour? Yeah, I'm sure the GoPros go for something like 2 hours. But obviously those batteries will deteriorate as you go along. Mind you saying that, so will a electronic camera. That will be the same. The battery will only be as good as it is in age. So, what I intend to try and do is I've still got my penny coins. I believe I've still got my 2p coins. I have to be very careful in saying that, but we can do it. I don't have to have my coins. We can do it on the coin club. Oh, sorry, just I've had a. Do you know what this week? Well, no, no. Anyway, I'm diversifying. I digress. This is what we're going to have to do. I'm going to have to. It's because it's the same learning curve for me. Trust me, it's the same learning curve for me. We're going to have to see if these nines are indeed a design fault. Well, it's not even a fault. A difference in design to throughout all the coinage. So, like that list I had was for, pardon me, I believe, was it the £2 coins? I got a sneaking suspicion it is because I spent them all. All those £2 coins I had. No, it couldn't have been the £2 coins. Oh, yes, it could. But the technology coins only went up to 1990. No, 2000. And technology went up to 2015. So it's a short time span. You're going to need something that's been in a run for the longest period of time. And I suppose because the penny's still running today, it would have to be the penny. And then you could go from, you would not only incorporate the sixes, but you'd incorporate the nines. So you'd go from 19, let's take our coinage, I think 1970 was when we took right over. Oh geez, yeah, I'm leading you up the wrong path there, I'm afraid to say, because I'm just not aware. The only thing I could do is take you on a little... no. What I need to do is take you through a video online of specific coins and runs. So what we would need to do, funny enough, let's have a look. Where's my blue folder? That's black, so that's old. I need to get that. Oh jeez, I need to get that out of the way. So now what I've got to do is get this folder, which is my blue folder. Now, oh, this is old as well. This is the sixpences, blimey. haven't got many sixpences in here. I've got a load of shillings. These are what I would have sold on eBay, but now it's all changed and everything's gone to pot. I won't be selling them on eBay. I wish I could sell them online of my own accord, but you're going to come up against how you're going to get paid, because checks are near enough non-existent these days. I still use checks. This is where it's all going to go cockeyed. I'm fighting a losing tide battle here. What I was wanting to show you must be the other folder that I've got here. Let me have a look. Oh yes, this is one. This is the one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, this is something I'm going to have to go through with you, I think. Oh, there's all the 2Ps. I haven't even touched them. Oh wow. Great. I'll tell you what, that is something we can do. That will be a few videos all by themselves. That's what I was looking at there. I know you haven't seen it, but that was my collection, my folder, where all these coins have come from. Most certainly the 50p's. The 50p's, the pounds, and the £2. I know I emptied out. Right, so back to this. So this is all future videos that we're going to be. Oh, I've got to put the glove back on as well now. That we're going to be doing. I think, rather than me doing this for discrepancies and errors, I think what I first got to do is completely take a reboot of what I've been saying, because it's not right. But this 1997 was in proof and mint set. That title was wrong. It was in proof and mint sets only. But even that I think was wrong. I don't know. I'm not going to go there. So yeah, unfortunately this coin has got some scrapes and things on it, which must have happened in my own possession. The RDM. See, now do you see that? That's a much better. I don't know. Maybe it's not much better, but the actual it's on the same lines as Jody Clark, and I have said it before, so I won't bother keep repeating myself. But the rim is the same condition. And as I've said, I've seen that in proof sets on eBay. Whether that's coins, as I said, I think it was yesterday in that video, whether coins are being taken out of sets and put in other sets, or whether this is proof set coins with crap coins in them, which shouldn't be, I don't know. And as I've said before, with my quest with the £2 coins, and because this is how my quest started. It all started with the £2 coins and fakes. That's how this all started. And what a blooming story I've been on. And I go back to what I've said before. If you haven't got a perfect proof coin, okay, if this is what's happening and you haven't got a perfect proof coin, and these coins are getting through quality control, if there is such a thing on Royal Mint, because it's probably all done by laser these days, I would assume. And if you can't, I mean, I certainly wouldn't do this quest to then go out and buy a proof set, which you're looking at immensely high money. I mean, I don't mind paying £5 a coin to prove something. Certainly with the Britannias and the Fire of Londons, because the low mintage, I don't mind doing that. A £5 a coin, that's not bad. Especially if you can get it with postage included, or at least a reasonable postage. But I still believe I was attacked on eBay. I still believe I was attacked on eBay. I can think of many things how that occurred. But to have all that activity against me, sort of told a story. This is what I said to that bloke on eBay. Well, I've given up with it. Oh, what's that there? Hang on a minute, I've got to get me. Oh, flipping heck. It's black now. Oh, yeah, that's definitely dark because it's moving around. I think. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Or is it? It might not be. No, there is a mark there, but I think that did have dirt on it. And so that's probably a verdigris mark. Probably. And yeah. So, I don't know what the perfect is. If there is a perfect position, maybe the bottom of the Queen's head is not set in a because this is the bottom edge. Obviously, sorry, this is the bottom edge as it's on it's the flat across the bottom, whereas all the others, of course, are on uprights. If you see what I mean. But the state of this coin, if in a mint or proof, whatever you want to say, I can't tell you where they came from. So if I was going to sell this, like I say, in the condition it's in, it would have to be. It's not even brilliant uncirculated, but it's of a coin that's been in a coin. Yeah, see, look, there's marks there. Just saw around. That is not scratches. That is solely, at least I think it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's this is marks off of my glove. God, yeah, you can feel how sharp that coin is. But this is where the magnifier does your coin a disservice, because to the eye, that is lovely. It really is lovely. Yeah, so there are marks on it. So although it is a coin of extreme quality, its value is tarnished. And the magnifier does you no help, because it sees through all this shininess and all through that. It sees through that, and it shows you the real quality of the coin. And this is what I'm thinking. If I was to buy a set of proof coins from the mint, and then break it up, I'm considering doing it. To be honest, I am considering doing it. And not buying it off of eBay. I'd have to buy it through the mint, and I'd have to keep the receipt. It wouldn't prove anything to the Royal Mint because I would be breaking open the box, and it's like when you do that with electrical goods and you break seals and things, it invalidates the um, warranty. I think I'm pretty sure you would be on the same premise. You would need, if you was to take this up seriously, what I'm thinking, you would need a witness that you've done this. I'd need someone standing here with me to say that this is the case. It's not AI. It's not all that crap, which is happening all the time now. The internet's loaded with it. It's been like it for some time. So AI is not as new as you think it is, or you think it may be. Is but if I was to get you a proof set and open it, I'm sure a proof set. Oh no, I shouldn't be dilly-dallying. I'm ruining this video. I'm just talking out loud while I'm doing this. I will look it up. Because I'm like a dog with a bone. I won't be happy. Until I've done it myself. Dissect it. Look at the state. Look at the state of this rim. Look at the state of that. If you saw that, where's? I'm wondering where my pointer's gone. If you saw that in a proof set, would you believe it? If you saw that in a proof set, would you believe it? Or that? Or that? Or that? I mean, this is all the corners, every corner. If you found that in a proof set, what would you say? How incensed would you be? Because, like I say, these are the coins that you can see. These are the coins that you can see. They're not in set in a foam. Actually, something else I should be doing. I know that's plastic, and you think, oh no, well, it's not too bad. It's not going to scratch. Actually, plastic probably would scratch, especially if there was an imperfection in the plastic. So I'm putting this on a nice, what I was using yesterday. God, this video for one video. What's the time? 24 minutes in. So this is a beautiful coin. Okay. Irrespective of everything that I've said. And the blemishes and that I can't deny because they've been in plastic. You know what? Most coin collectors know what a plastic sleeve is, and the inserts that have pockets. I mean, my coins have been in there since the day these coins were being produced. Um, uh, it's sad. So now the thing I am going to go to is my favourite, and something else that would have to be admitted by the Royal Mint is this. And look at this. The reeds, see them? They're intermittent here. If you look, let's you can see them there, look, but they're not. The thick ones are really standing out. They're not as prolific, but all this along here, all this inside, even inside the thick ones, this is all signs of reeded edge. Unless someone can come up from the Royal Mint and say different. Because you're not going to find that in many books, I can assure you. I mean, that is just totally disgraceful for this coin. I would suggest all this scuffing around this edge, this bottom edge, is the way the coin sat in the die, in its process. That's what I would say that is. All these lines, all this here, you, like I say, you can only do this by taking a proof set apart and seeing if that's true. Like I say, the pound coins. I mean, these are so prolific because this is such a good coin. That's what you're seeing. These are so prolific. It's because it's a good coin. You've seen the battered pound coins, and it is on the pound coins, but this is on the inferior coins that are being pumped out to us. We need to take a proof set apart. See, there's hardly any on that one. But is that the light not being on it? Oh, look at that edge not there. So you know this is. I'm going to say. I was just about to say, you know this isn't the proof coin, but is it? Yeah, there's not a lot. And you see, the thing that stands out for what I'm saying is, if these marks were happening in the striking, why is it then that on such good coins are we getting this? You know, the wording of the proof we just read, a highly polished um, perfectioned coin. Is this a highly perfectioned coin? But I can't tell you whether this came from a proof set, a mint set, or brilliant uncirculated or anything else. Because you don't know, and it would be wrong of me to lead you up that path when I can't prove to you exactly what I'm thinking about doing with buying a proof set from the Royal Mint and doing this. I think really you need. I need to take it to a professional news agency that wants to take it up as a story. That's the only way that I could see it being done as an official way. You can't. I don't think you can deny that that is not reading. I really don't. I don't think you can deny it. And the you know, I said to you on the last one, this video previous to this, the pound coins that I saw in eBay in proof sets. It's true. The pound coin blanks really did look highly polished. But does that actually mean that because it's highly polished, the brilliance of that polishing, the magnifier will see through it? Because it's the same scenario as this. This is highly, it's not highly polished, but it's highly silver and shiny. And it's only the magnifier that sees through it. So, this is what I'm saying. Geez forbid if it's true. And the Royal Mint have been letting this stuff come out. Because I don't believe that a coin should be based on just the obverse and the reverse. The coin is the whole thing. If you've got a reeded edge, you would include that reeded edge. If the coin has got an inscription around the edge, you would include that around the edge, wouldn't you? Do you see what I'm saying? Is it worth paying out? I really don't know what. I will do this. I'll do this as a video tomorrow. I won't be carrying on with this because it's now getting late again. But and this is now 32 minutes long, and I've bored you to tears. I think it's got to be investigated. I really do. Actually, the other video I was going to do, because I never finished it off, at least I don't believe I did, was all the other pictures I took of proof sets. I think I only showed you, was it the 50p's? I think it was only the 50, because we're doing 50p's. So anyway, let's I'll give it a break. Let's go to a coin like this. Okay, don't get me wrong, this coin has still got smears and so forth, oil from fingerprints. Did you see that then? That there is probably the first signs of verdigris, things reacting to the metal. But anyway, this is a special coin. It's 1998, so it's not that old. 27 years. So let's go for it. So I don't know what this coin is. 1973, 1998, the EU. Oh, so this has got to be 1998. 1973 was when we entered into the it was the referendum, the common market, because I've only just looked that up, actually. Got completely out of, um, not done on purpose. I saw there was a conversation going on MSN, and yeah, because actually the coinage, when wasn't it Heseltine? I I think it was another one of Heseltine's babies. Um, the coin currency changed for the you got to be careful because it's not the EU. The EU wasn't even around then. Um, it was the transition between the common market, which in coinage started in 1969, and I do believe that was the 50p. I think it was. It might be smaller coins like the halfpenny and so forth. Um, but 1973 just strikes a thing with me, and the whole currency being of the common market, possibly even maybe a sniff of the EU. It must be something to do with the EU. But I do believe that is a misconception. 1973 in the EU. I think that's what that's relating to, is the 1998. That sounds more reasonable, because I'm just thinking when we went to went to war with Blair on Iraq, and that was 2000 and something. But the EU must have been set up before that. So I reckon 1998 is about right. I'd have to look up the history of the EU. Let's not. This is getting quite a long video now, so I'm gonna just do this, go through with you the things that I have immediately seen that could be wrong, and that's all this along here, metal blobs. I can envisage things like these lines around these stars, like that there, even that there. Let's have a look. Yeah, oh no, they do go across, but yeah, the more you've got going on like this, the more there is to go wrong. You know, the more busy a coin is, the worse it's going to be for striking. You know, if you're looking at numbers, and that can be, see, there's another little blob there. See, that's not a blob of metal, that's verdigris. Yeah, that's verdigris. And see my glove, what it's just done. What I was trying to do was I was going to try and show you how those are not scratches, but you see what that's done. As I did like that, side to side, and then I did up and down, and you can see these lines. This is probably oil on the coin, and I think the only way you can get rid of that is by alcohol. See, I've just pulled that I've just pulled that back across rather than up and down, and the lines have gone. Look, the lines that were up and down have gone. Now they're back across. And this is the fallacy of using gloves. You really need really good gloves. I mean, these are, admittedly, you can see they're cheap because you can see the holes, you can see my finger, the pinkness of my finger underneath it. So any oil will come through that. See? So they're not really good. You need proper material like this, gloves. You know, there's no perforations or anything like that. The only reason I kept it was it does help at least in doing this. But see that along there? Hang on a minute. Let me just get that because I don't think it's in view. See that there? Now, if you saw that in the proof set, and this here, where's the designer's name? That's probably hiding somewhere. There should be the designer's initials. Unless EU is the designer's initials, but I don't think it is. Oh, there it. No, there it is, yeah. There's his initials, or her initials. So what that would be, that looks like, I don't know what that can be. WVC, would you reckon? Or VWC? I think that's got to be. Oh, I've got to look now. I've got to look, guys. Sorry,